Alright guys, welcome back to another Steam free-to-play walkthrough. I'm giving my third attempt at Deep Night Detective because it seems like fate does not want me to complete this game. This is chapter 1, I believe. As always, I'll leave a link to the game in the description. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Father Martin, Hillgrove, and I still get letters, usually around the same time of year. They stop being intelligible or coherent at some point in the late aughts. Before they became a thick stew of expletives and promises, they were angry confessions, funny enough. February 1997. Father Hillgrove walked into my office, sweating through his clerical collar, putting a cassette tape on my desk and not saying a word for 5 whole minutes. I shouldn't be doing this. The tape was a recording of Hank Boyd in a confessional. This is the last time, Father. The very last time. Boyd continued in shaky mutters. Oh, stop. I'm done with it. I've just got to do this one last girl. Not a member of Hillgrove's congregation, but Martin was understandably concerned for her nonetheless. You should have gone directly to the cops. I could only get it to the right people and through the right channels so quickly. I wasn't able to keep Hillgrove a secret, and we didn't make it in time to save her. Nobody came out of that one happy. I refused the money. Hillgrove was excommunicated, and Boyd regrets, apparently very loudly, ever having trusted anyone in his whole life. A rare quiet day. Something about the summer heat makes people suspicious, I guess, because spooky private investigations pulls in great business this time of the year. A cheating husband job came up totally dry, and the wife is suspicious enough to pay for another week's investigation. It would take a pretty big idiot to turn down an easy job, and an even bigger idiot to waste his time on it, so I sent Calloway to tail the guy. It's pretty far below his pay grade too. But, oh well. I sent him not because I don't have time, but exactly because I do. He needs something to do, and I need to enjoy a summer's day for once. Besides, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before the phone starts ringing again. That, or the other thing happens. I'm hoping it's the phone this time. The ever-living idea that such a rude interruption could be right around the corner makes me want to get as much sunlight as I possibly can. I'm going for a walk. A key to interact, my desk, a bank lamp, and an admittedly old-fashioned telephone. No computer, why bother? I do most of my work from my phone. Susie's the computer person around here. And then you use S key to get to the next dialogue. My minibar. I hardly touch it. I keep my flask in my desk. This is for show. For high-class clientele, even though they never actually show up in my office. I keep records of all my cases. I've been a detective longer than most. These aren't even all my files. I have some in storage. This one has a question mark, but you can't interact with it for some reason, which is throwing me off. I guess it's a lamp. I don't know why I can interact with it. Hey Susie, how's tricks? Slow day for once. No calls. How are you today, Mr. Spooky? You know what? I'm kind of relishing a quiet day. Is that so? Yes, in fact it is. I think I'm going to go out for a walk. Would you like me to bring you back some lunch? I'm a little strapped right now. I shouldn't be spending the money. It's my treat. Oh, pick me up a gyro and a small Coke then. Will do. I'll be back in just a bit. Thanks, Mr. Spooky. Easy. Doo-doo. Dentist's office. The walls are pretty good at keeping out the drill sounds. The screaming not so much. Therapist's office. Or some guy with a PhD, I don't know. Advanced Service Technical Solutions. I think it's a call center. Bathroom. Some company that works with computers. I asked Susie about them. She doesn't know them. I go to her for computer stuff. I don't understand it at all. Another therapist. Great guy, helped me out a lot after I died. I should check in with him. Oh. No, not again, damn it. Whoa! Well, this is a pisser. I'm being summoned against my will. Let's at least hope it's a paying client this time. Hey, would you leave your clothes on the coat rack? Hey. Hey. Well, I assume you were just summoned as usual. If they're going back, I am. Hang up your coat on the astral coat rack. You can retrieve them on the other side. Swell, thanks. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but I guess it's a neat mechanic. It's quiet. This seems to be some kind of dusty shack, like an old backyard shed, but bigger, and without gardening supplies. Oh, Mr. Spooky, isn't it? A raspy voice calls out from behind me. A butler, it appears. He must be the one who summoned me. I take one last contemplative, silent look around to make sure I'm not in any danger before I give the guy the time of day. The same. How can I help you? My name is Edward Manheim. I am a servant of Winterfield Manor, and of the owners June and July Abernathy. I'm afraid we're in need of private assistance, he says in a practiced, well-enunciated growl. His voice is charred and gravelly, but well-spoken and easy to understand, like an expensive organ with rusty pipes. Do you have a phone? I need to call my secretary. But of course. The phone is in the main house. We can discuss the details of your potential employment inside. I like that. Potential employment. It means I'm allowed to decline and that they plan to pay me. Good. It also means he's not one of those kids who thinks that the high price of my summoning in the old book refers to their souls or something. Like they can pay me in magic money that comes from inside you. I'm already here. Might as well hear them out. Lead the way, Manheim. Right this way, sir. Oh. Jump. Alright, this is as far as I've gotten. Wait 1 second, Edward. Before we go inside, I stop him from walking any further. He tells me that Manheim is fine in lieu of Edward. What's the general gist of what's going on here? I want it from you first, before I hear it from anyone else. Manheim's face doesn't change. The butlers are never that expressive. We believe, Mr. Spooky, that the house may be haunted. Lots of houses are haunted in Manheim. Most of them, in fact. Only house I know that's not haunted is mine, which is arguable, since seeing as I live there. The police have targeted several disappearances to Winterfield Manor. We would very much appreciate if you would investigate the manor before the police made a mess of things. July Abernathy believes the cause to be spectral in nature. That may well be the case. That is explanation more times than most people are willing to admit. It is, of course, not mine to say, Mr. Spooky. I have every intent to assist you in your investigation, but to no intent whatsoever to hinder your unique perspective with uninformed judgments. Sure. Mr. Abernathy is curious to see if you can deny or confirm his suspicions regarding the strange nature of the household. I respond, perhaps somewhat short in my approach. Quick question. What if he's wrong? What if it's not ghosts making people disappear? I cannot begin to speak on his behalf on the subject, Mr. Spooky. If he designs to return soon, you may speak to him about it then. This seems to be Manheim's last words on the situation before he leaves and turns back towards the house. Are there ghosts here? Yes, obviously. I could fill them out here. But are these same ghosts the answer to the Abernathy's problems? Let's hope so, for their sake. Whew. Was that the house, or is it way up here? I don't know. This is the house, I'm assuming. Deep Night Detective. Book 1, Sympathy for the Devil. Are you sure you can't tell me anything else regarding the case? I've given you all the relevant information I have, Mr. Spooky. How about some irrelevant information? With respect, Mr. Spooky, you are a member of the private sector. I should hope you not insist I infringe upon my employer's privacy. Fine. So what you're giving me is essentially, the police told you people have disappeared here. That's not a lot to go on. You are also free to investigate the home, within reasonable limitations. If you believe that's enough to justify your time, I'll make do. Thanks anyway, Manheim. I pray that you not take it too personally. No sweat. We're simpatico. I'll take a look around. How do I look at case notes? Escape. Okay, sure. General. I'm not reading all these actually. No. How long are they? Okay, they're not that long, okay. Susie wants a gyro and a small coat. Pronounced Euro. Don't embarrass yourself this time, Spooky. Is that how it's actually pronounced? Oop. Winterfield Manor. Residence of the owners, July and June Abernathy. I wonder where the Winterfield part came from. I'm assuming because this isn't the Abernathy Manor, that this hasn't been passed down through July's family, but perhaps June's, or they bought it from a different family, maybe. Edward Manheim gave me a hilariously small list of details to begin my investigation with. At least 2 disappearances have been traced to the Winterfield Manor. July Abernathy wants me to explore the place. That's it. Okay, we got a bunch of notes that we're missing, apparently. Persons of interest. July Abernathy is the man of the house. He's apparently not around an awful lot. Hard worker. Have not met him as of time of writing. The lady of the house. Somewhere apparently inside the house as of writing. Shrouded in mystery. The man who summoned me, a butler, seems to be a cold, unfeeling type, but I'm immediately put off. He's close to whatever's happening here in a way I'm not comfortable with. Alright. Sure. Resume! Wait, is there a setting to make it full screen? Please? Yes. 1920 by 8. There it is, full screen. Thank God! Thank God, don't mess up my recording, please, though. There we go. Boom. Shakalaka. Looks like it didn't mess with my recording, so that's fine. Good. Right this way, sir. Sure. Who is this, July? Pardon me. I say to the woman blocking the entrance to the southwest wing.
Hello there, Detective. Valerie Bordeaux. I'm afraid now might not be the best moment. If you don't mind me saying, could you come back another time?
Why is that? Is it being fumigated or something?
Yes, it's being, well, no, it's not being fumigated, but you can't go in right now. June is unwell right now.
The direct approach rarely works on a wilting violet like this one, unless you're willing to scare them off and upset the fragile ecosystem of a suspicious house. Valerie Bordeaux, you say. May I ask as to what your relationship to the owner is?
I'm a friend of June's. Abernathy. We've been close for some time now.
My apologies, Valerie. I didn't realize that the Abernathys had company this evening. I'll try to be discreet.
No, it's no problem at all, Detective. May I ask that you come by to continue your investigation later?
I will return later then. That's the reaction I'm wondering about. She's ashamed of her relationship to June Abernathy, but is open about her closeness with her. This means she's likely a live-in house ghost. Fascinating. Thank you for your time again, Miss Bordeaux. Manheim didn't say anything about a sick wife. Doggo. Hey, Pooch. Ah, how you doing, buddy? That's so I can face through the door? He can't see me. Contrary to popular opinion, dogs can't see ghosts. This door doesn't go anywhere. Go bother the developer about it. I have a case to get back to. Can I sneak past her with my ghost form, maybe? They can't see me right now. I'd better make myself visible again before attempting to speak to anyone. Oh, it won't let me sneak past her. What's the point of being a ghost then? Alright, sure. How do I jump? Boom. Yes. This door doesn't go anywhere. Go bother the developer about it. I have a case to get back to. I approach a butler who seems to be guarding a wing of the manor. His eyes are narrowed and intent. I find myself immediately put off. Detective Spooky. I start off in a harsh, unyielding tone. I recognize his stare. I've been around the block a few times, and I'm not letting him make a single assumption about my work here. I've been hired by your employer to investigate the manor. Salazar, he says, his icy stare not shifting. I'm certain he's impressed with my poise, but doesn't want to appear overeager. Last name? Pereira. I'm going to need you to step aside, Mr. Pereira. I'm afraid my employers have not given me word to allow you passage, Detective. We have other locations that are of course open for investigation. I implore you that you explore them. I'm going to require unprohibited access to the manor to complete my investigation. I say a little more relaxed now that I know this act isn't going to work on him. It's almost a relief. That's going to be quite impossible, Detective. He spits the words at me like he's offended I'd ask, and then stands steadfast in front of the door. Damn, until I can speak to the owner, or what the butler says goes. Otherwise, owners find out I've been mistreating the staff and barging into restricted areas. Then I get fired and I'm just wasting my time here. And this case is actually kind of interesting. So you're taking the chance that the murder weapon's not behind you then? Not really worried about obstruction of justice, huh? You've already determined it's murder, have you, Detective? Should have known better than to use an unqualified hypothetical in front of a pedant. I'm getting old. Can't say that I have, Saul. It's still pretty early in my investigation. Then might I direct you toward the open and perfectly available sections of the household? I can find them myself. I'm sure they'll all be perfectly clean of fingerprints and evidence. I sneer in his direction, perhaps more petulantly than I'd like my closer friends to see. I wonder if this guy ever gets a migraine pushing his brow down like that all day long. This door— oh, yeah, sure, gotcha. It's locked, like a lot of the doors around here. Except, it smells like a graveyard, like freshly mowed grass. Like asphalt and rubbing alcohol. Like death, somehow. That's not good. This door doesn't go anywhere. Go bother the developer about it. I have a case to get back to. Hey there, Manheim. Mr. Spooky, I'm afraid that I cannot let you enter the northwest wing. He interrupts me as I attempt to scoot past him. Mr. Abernathy has restricted access by anyone but immediate family and the police. You don't say. I'm afraid that I do. I think I catch him twitching his eyebrow as he says this, illustrating an uncharacteristic amount of expressiveness on his part. You did say something about restricted access. Fine. If this turns out to be too great an obstacle for my investigation, I'll need to charge you for time spent. Understood, Detective. Everyone's blocking every way, dude. Sure. Alright, ghost form. Where have I not gone? This way? Maybe? Oh yes. God dang it. So, we went somewhere. Perfect. I say here, young man. This here must be one of those, how you say, one of those proprietors of this here fine establishment, I do say. Who is that, that's somebody from the Looney Tunes. Sounds like, Foghorn Leghorn, maybe? Okay, look. I know how tough it is to hold a smile for a whole painting. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. Do you look like Foghorn Leghorn? Not really. Do politicians ever try not to look like politicians? Or do you just start looking that way, like that, when you sign up? Whoa! God! Oh, okay. Well, that was easy. Case note. This caller says Zulu. Seems to be a good boy. Well, need to continue my investigation to confirm. Valley Bordeaux claims that June Abernathy is currently feeling unwell. She's lying, but I can't press her on it without at least some testimony to the contrary. But what's the point in lying? What does she gain if I don't speak to June Abernathy? All these ghosts. Yeah, of course there's ghosts. I've never seen one of these old manors that don't have ghosts. It's the usual type. Harmless to practically everyone else in the whole world except for yours truly. I gotta stay on my toes. Oh, another ghost. Look at this note, I guess. The greenhouse, wing of the manor, bent, twisted, and contorted into strange passageways. But isn't that how it goes with ghost houses? Like usual, the residents and staff walk through it like it's perfectly normal, never realizing that the 90-degree step they just took onto the ceiling. Trying to explain it to the families, always a pain in that. What's the harm in pretending this is normal? It'll go back when I'm done. Okay. Ooh, can I... Oh, he's shooting shit at me, actually. Oh! Oh, I can float too, you bastard, dude. Oh my god. Nice. That'll teach you. How do I get health back in this game? Save room. The usual rooms have appeared. It's not going to waste my time wondering whether they're a hallucination or not. Not this time. Checkpoint. It heals me. Wonderful. It also respawns the monsters. That'll teach you. What is this big flower? This dead big flower. Dead like an August day. In fall, I guess. Or the winter. Whenever flowers die. Jesus. It was a quiet night. Too quiet. A quiet night full of murder. And evil ghosts. Apparently. I wonder if this is a prologue or if he's going to release all the chapters like this, or he's, like for the full game, he's going to release it all at one time. I have no idea. Okay, so those orbs just heal me, it seems. I can't get up there. I suck. Okay, sure. He decided to shoot shit at me. That was his downfall. Sure. Sound stopped. It was dark, dangerous. I could turn into a ghost. But why? Wilhelm, what are you doing here? They can't see me right now. I better make myself visible. There. Grab my stuff, so I can talk to Wilhelm. Oh, hey there, Manheim. I could hardly see you in here. Detective. What the hell is this place? I grumble in no particular direction, trying to squint through the darkness. This room seems by all appearances to be the source of the trouble. You're kidding. There's nothing in here. No ghosts, no spectral matter, no erratic residue. Not even a common geospiritual murmur. Nothing. Allow me to get the lights. I can hear Manheim's footsteps approaching the back wall. He's trying to bamboozle me. I can feel it. The powers that be seek a vessel for the darkness ambitions of mankind. The powers that be seek a vessel for the darkest ambitions of mankind. Manheim, what in the hell is this? Manheim clears his throat like a woodchopper digesting a stone. We found it shortly after the police visited. It raised supernatural suspicions. I mean, I guess. I beg your pardon, sir. The one semitone raised in Manheim's otherwise totally monotone voice tells me I caught him off guard. It's just that. Where do I even start? I guess I'm going to have to trust that he can handle me being a little frank. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Someone's playing a prank on you. Manheim asked me to explain. Give him the insider knowledge. Well, Manheim, there's no reason for this thing to. In your mind, why is this all here? I imagine you're the best person to go for that kind of information, Detective Spooky. Okay, be that way then. First, instincts, Manheim, are that this is a summoning, except there's no ritual here. It's just a bunch of stuff. A small ritual, summon ritual, is there to draw power or creatures towards a point in our dimension, but this is just like a star in a picture of a person. I mean, you summoned me, Manheim. Remember what you had to do? Draw a very weird symbol and put it at a really specific point, above my summoning place, and then put a candle lit specifically with lithium chloride behind it. Manheim drops his head to think for a moment. He then nods his head. Well, this is a star, not even a pentagram, with the silhouette above it. That would mean there's a small chance of summoning something. Every time someone drew a guy above a star, that would be a lot of bored kids accidentally summoning demons with their notebooks. Manheim nodded his head, not responding vocally. Give him your common sense concepts. So this is some kind of demonic resonance. I'm assuming, is that what you're thinking? Manheim shrugged, or rather, he looked at me and communicated a shrug through his silence. Ghosts don't require blood. Demons do. Demon is the implication. So then why in God's name would a demon not clean up after itself? Manheim interrupts for a moment. I've never personally known a demon to be a thorough cleaner, Mr. Spooky. Was that a joke? Wasn't expecting that. Heh. What would a demon get out of scaring someone? Or anyone? It's a million miles away from a demon's best interest to be scary. Or at least, scary in this extremely specific way. And why is that? So questions Manheim, talking as if he's beginning to suspect I'm spewing nonsense. You know what the quickest way to get a person to start praying is, Manheim? He doesn't respond. Put a gun to their head. He responds with a short, oh. Amps gray. I'm going to keep exploring. Thanks, Manheim. Manheim interrupts me, a little more haste than usual. If you had to speculate as to... After seeing this, I can say with 100% certainty that it's not a ghost that's your problem. It's either a demon or a prankster. Are ghosts and demons not the same thing, Detective Spooky? I was laboring under the assumption that they were. The big difference is that a demon wants something from you, Manheim. Whether it's your blood, your word, or your soul. They're selfish creatures. I have to sigh. The look of this place would be funny if it weren't so stupid and senseless. I'm already tired by this criminal. Already sick of him. Or her. Thank you so much, Detective Spooky. Victor's fine. Or just Detective. Either way. Manheim nods and allows me to leave. Sure. I greet Manheim as I continue looking around for anything I missed. If you wouldn't mind, Detective, explain to me one more time. Oh. Never mind. Anything else to look at? No? Okay. Don't look at me, plant. Whoa. Just got chill. There's something in the next room. Something dangerous. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck! Desiccated pet peacock. Oh, hell no. Oh, he got me. Oh, eat my fist of fury. What the hell, dude? I don't know if you're besides die, I guess. How do I hit him? How the hell do you dodge this? What the fuck? Screw this. Okay, I take damage when I'm close. I'm gonna die here. It's not looking good. Oh, the fuck? Okay. I don't know, dude. He just whooped my ass. That was awful. This seems really hard, actually. Because, like... I died. Again. And my clothes didn't come with me. I'd better go get my clothes back before I speak to anyone else. People don't tend to cooperate well with disembodied voices. That was awful. Fight! Alright, Peacock, round 2. Yeah, that attack's fine. It's these attacks I don't know how to dodge very well. This one. How do you dodge that? Oh, okay, I got you. It falls at different times. Okay, I'm getting good. I'm learning. God, he's stinky still though, ain't he? He's a little bit hard for a boss. He's got a ton of health. I mean, he's got pretty simple attacks once you don't get destroyed by him the first time. I like the music for the boss fight a lot, though. It's really nice. But you can only hit him so many times, and he just tank his tail. And it doesn't seem like you get life back. This is a battle of attrition, boys. Yeah, whenever he screams, you kind of just want to stop hitting him. You gotta be patient with him, which kind of sucks. I'm not a patient person, but... Yeah, you just want to get close to the wall as possible when he does that 3 attack, this one. And just drop... Oh, I messed that up, but it's not that hard to dodge as I thought it was originally. And I'm getting hit by everything because I suck, you know. Apparently. Uh-oh, he's transforming. What you got now? Oh. Oh, hell no. What the? We're backwards! Oh, God. What? How am I supposed to predict that? Is there a way that tells me what he's doing there? I suck. How do I dodge that one attack, dude? Don't do that attack anymore, please. Fuck. Okay, that was hard. That boss is hard. I don't know how you dodge some of these attacks, bro. Come on, dude. Oh, thank God. 3rd time's the charm, baby. I got lucky he didn't use that one attack. Man, I hate hearing you scream. Poor thing. It'll be at peace soon. There's something to be said regarding the cojones of the bastard spreading these demonic crap. Doesn't make me like him any better. With the peacock's death, I can feel some of its demonic energy pouring into me. It's not a totally unpleasant feeling, though it doesn't make me feel completely wholesome either. Demons have this thing where they love to kill each other for power. So the way it works is that the power finds its way to whoever murdered its last inhabitant. This is some avian agility thing. I bet I can double jump now. That's definitely what this feels like. If I press the jump button while airborne, I should be able to jump once more. Interesting. I should keep looking around. This bird thing was a side effect. Not related to my case, probably. Locked door. I swear I didn't see that behind the peacock before. Damn, the door thing again. I'm going to have to go find a way through that. Maybe the double jump will help. Sick. Maybe health would help. God dang. I'm hurting. Like fading out of existence, apparently. Oh, hey. God damn it, dude. Do I have to fight the boss all over again? I hope not. Where are my clothes? Yes. A PI isn't a PI without a trench coat. And a neon... Oh my god, dude. Ghost Noir world. Get the hell off me. Some of these things are in really annoying ass places. Perfect. Sure. Oh. Something speaks. You startled me, says the figure in front of me. It probably he. But who knows in this light? Hasn't moved an inch. I don't get the idea I startled him. My apologies. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. The man-creature scratches its chin with his left hand. He can't see his right hand. He seems to be an amputee of some kind. I knew. He continues after what might be mistaken for a breath. That eventually the proprietors of this house would send a problem solver. Maybe a policeman or a pest control guy. Would you happen to be that problem solver? Yup. You the problem? I am. Something red moves next to him. Something that didn't catch my eye before. He turns to face me. I don't think you should try to stop me. His face is a gaping void, somehow darker than the pitch-black walls around him. I'm given to a suspicion as to what he might be exactly. I imagine you wouldn't want me to stop you. It's not about what I want, my friend. Not about want, my friend. Have you considered what it would mean to stop me? Have you begun to think about what kind of precedent that would set? The Will-O-Wisp name. No, but you should know that I don't play morality games with demons. You and I both know it's a waste of time. And how do you know I'm a demon, Mr. Detective Victor Spooky? And you made it clear enough downstairs. Too clear. Frankly, the whole song and dance was more confusing than anything. Okay, fine. He responds with a huff in his voice, like I've offended him somehow. His tone shifts from moody to pretty petty, so quick it makes my neck ache. Since you're so smart, if you know I'm a demon, then you also know as well that I do that you can't kill me. For I... Small inhale and exhale enters and exits through the large swirling vertex in his skull. I'm deathless. He's got a flair for dramatics. I don't want to kill you, I just want you to stop. I just want to stop you and you go home. Shockingly naive perspective from someone who gets paid to find murderers. I thought you'd know better. You only think you don't want to kill... Oh, you only think you don't want to kill me. How would you know when you haven't... You yourself haven't killed even one person for sport? I wonder if you're not worried that you might enjoy yourself. I have to roll my eyes. Well, now that just sounds like something a psychopath would say. Sure, Victor. You can go ahead and keep telling yourself that. I probably will. You know, you want the last word so badly, you can just ask for it. God, I'd hate to be you. I tell him to. What is presumably his face. I've got to run, unfortunately, but we'll meet again soon, Victor. We'll meet again. He disappears into a black mist. What an asshole. He's only calling me by my first name to piss me off, and goddamn it if it isn't working. As much as I feel like that making that hole in his face a few inches deeper, I've got to find out more before I make a move against this guy. I better keep looking around. Hey, look at that. A key. Not a literal key. A phasma conceptual key. The idea and permissions granted by a key. The physical becomes the spiritual and returns to physicality again. I should be able to unlock a door with this. Sure. And we get dressed, and we go back to the Peacock Land. Without dying, hopefully. Yay. At least things drop a good amount of health, that's nice. Ugh. I can see this game being very difficult, if this is just a start, because there's a lot of things that are already really hard to dodge. But we shall see. It is a neat game though, I like it a lot. So far. Could pull a freaking backbone on us and go all sci-fi. From supernatural noir to sci-fi. And goddamn it, there's enemies everywhere. Get off of me. Oh my god, they really are everywhere, just camping. I am so glad there's a bunch of health because these enemies are actually like camping to hit you and it's really freaking annoying. Down S to get through things. I do like the music a lot too when it's playing. Sometimes there's no music for a hot minute, which is kind of annoying. Checkpoint! But the music that is in the game is nice, especially if it doesn't copyright ID claim me. It's a eyeball. Oh, it's piss. It's piss. Oh, it hurted me. They hurted me real bad, actually. What the fuck? No? Bad. God damn. Thing went all scanners on me trying to explode my head. Oh, hell no! Yep, it killed me. You could say I suck at video games. But to that, I'd have to say, fuck you. Oh my god, I made it. There wasn't much room for error there. Like, the window to get it across was not freaking big. It's you again. Oh hey, Salazar. I say as I approach him, as if this is someone I should be the least bit comfortable around. I can't help it. I've dealt with this type so often, he feels like an old friend. Detective. What are you doing down here? I could ask you the same question. It'd be a stupid question. I'm investigating. This is one of the few places I'm allowed to investigate if I recall our earlier conversation correctly. I suppose you've got your work cut out for you, then. My ears perk up. Not only at the implication that things up ahead may be more complicated than they currently appear, but that it sounds like Salazar wants to tell me something. Easy, Spooky. He might be teasing me. Go on. We're missing a housemaid. Not teasing. That's a shocker. Usually someone who's expressed this much contempt for me would love to dangle information over my head like a cat toy. Hell, I was expecting it. When you say missing, the other maid, Friday, claims to have not seen her all day. After a thorough search, she is missing from every room except one. Then she's in that one. Or taking her break outside. The room is locked, always has been. If it turns out that the maid, Constance, has been secreting it away all this time, well, we the staff would all be very surprised. Perhaps with your incorporality detective, you may be able to investigate the room unhindered. It doesn't work that way. Ah, he says, clearly in no need or desire for an explanation. Fair. Regardless, Salazar, I'm a little surprised you want me to investigate something. You made it pretty clear upstairs how unwelcome I am. As a man who was hired and fired paid to do things precisely as his employers instruct, Is it uncommon that I should hope to see the same out of you? He's calling me a bad employee. I'm actually a little offended by that one. Not at all. My employers instructed me not to enter an area. I'm certain they'd have the dignity to tell me themselves, or at least tell me what the chain of command is. For right now, I'm going to assume you're at the top of the chain. Hope I don't find out I'm wrong. You won't. I'm certain. Now, if you don't mind. Well, of course, Detective. Let's look at some notes. Springfield Manor, Zulu the dog. All these go, strange room, dramatics. That demon, whatever it is, has a taste for theatrics. My detective voice is telling me that explains the big show of blood and bullshit in the basement. But I never listen to my detective voice. Trusting it leads me to false conclusions. I need more evidence. List of the reasons not to engage the demon right now. 1. Potentially absurdly powerful. 2. Doesn't solve anything. 3. May need information from him. 4. Nagging skepticism. I should just thrash this guy and go home. I'm sure that's what I'm getting paid for, but I'm a professional. Demonic residence room. And the butler, the demon. Well, that was definitely a demon, despite my reservations downstairs. Too corporal and too lucid to be a ghost, at least a malicious one. And too corrupted to be a human, at least at this point. That throws a wrench in my earlier skepticism, no doubt, but this whole thing is just too strange for me to buy into completely. The summoning. There was nothing in the demonic residence room to imply that a summoning had taken place. Truthfully, I'm having trouble imagining why all that demonic malarkey and bric-a-brac is there for any reason but to speak to people. And that's not really a demon's modus of operandi. The artifacts of the parent summoning, a sacrifice, or maybe the parent summoning, or sacrifice maybe, don't imply anything but a practical joke. A straw drawn below a guy's blood silhouette, or whatever, isn't going to summon anything. I just don't get this at all. This is already tiring me. What's with this stupid scare room? Only an idiot demon trying to sabotage himself and make his presence anything but tempting. That's what demons just do. They're tempters, but all this says is go away, I'm a spook. Sure. Alright, where are we going now? This way? Sorry, it's staring at me. Set me on edge. From the angry breathing to the tense posture atop his invalid legs, this one is priming himself to attack me, no doubt. Demon, that's clear enough. Face shaped like a crescent moon. Eyes too, broken or otherwise unusable legs. Labored breathing, twitching fingers, showing multiple signs of having become a slave of sloth, or in layman terms, an imbecilic demon. Not to be taken lightly, though. I have maybe 10 seconds at best before he attacks. If there was some peaceful way out of this, I'm sure something would have hit me. No choice but to cowboy up. Let's have a row. Oh god, another boss? Oh, is that what you do, dude? Okay, he just jumps around, it seems. Does he just jump the same places every time? Sure. Okay. Okay, it matters if I jump over him or not. You can mess him up by just... Oh my god, he's throwing me off. Okay. Come on now, dude. Oh. I had him so good at the start, now he's messing me up all the time. Crack. I hit him a little extra hard that last time. It jostled him right in the brain matter. Actually, I was expecting more of a fight. The thing only recently crawled out of whatever pit it came from. I'd put money on it. Old Crescent Moon Face is a minion. I'm doing the violent bidding of someone or something else. It's doing the proper bidding. That will-o-wisp, I bet. I wouldn't have found Earth otherwise. Can you talk? It replies with the same back-of-the-throat gurgling that's been coming from its gaping head since we started fighting. And then it begins to leave, which I'm more than okay with. I scared it off anyway. If I really wanted to completely do this thing, I'd have to wail on it a little more. If it comes back though, then we've got a real problem. But for now, I'm clutching my pearls, praying that I can investigate for 5 minutes without some goddamned nightmare trying to catch me on my left foot. Here's hoping. Huh. That's cool. I like the boss fights. Interesting. That'll show you. Damn it. Give me health back. Oh, okay. Sure. What's this? Huh. A pair of crutches. Not dusty enough to have not been used in the past couple of years. Who's using me? Perhaps it's the elusive Miss Abernathy, whom Valerie claims is sick. But then why is she not using these right now? This is worth asking around about. Nothing. A small spade, paint can, some wood. A bag, maybe full of soil, mulch, seed. Who's farming? Nothing. A rake stood up on its handle, apparently as to avoid comical mishaps. Not that I'd have to worry about that, really. Some wood. Nothing. Check my case notes. That's all done. Person of interest. What about the... Okay, the other demon's not a person of interest. Or... Crutches. A pair of crutches found in the greenhouse. Not too dusty, or rather not dusty enough. Reminder, ask around more about Miss Abernathy's sickness. Okay. Sure. Oh, I fell. Get off me. They're killing me. Give me health back, you bastards. Oh, hell. No, I'm gonna die here. I need that problem. God damn, what is this flower doing? He is stalking my ass, bro. Brosif? How the hell am I supposed to get that without dying? Okay. Sure. If I followed straight down, I can get... Okay. Oh, what is that I got? Better be something good. I don't know how to use it. A tutorial would be really nice in this game. I know some of it's a little bit simple once you get used to it, but god dang, it takes... Some of the stuff I still don't know how to do in this game. Which could be really solved with an easy, quick tutorial. I'm gonna die here, for real. What is that thing? Oh, no, Peacock. He learned a new attack. He digivolved into Bullshitmon. Oh, thank gosh. Got some health back, finally. Needs more health, bro. I was giving him compliments about putting health everywhere, and now I'm not finding any. I have this potion for some reason. I don't know what it does. But I had to work damn hard to get it. I don't have a key. I don't have a key. What is that thing? It's a bat. It's a dead bat now. He chose the wrong day to mess with me. What is this? It's a floaty thing. Sure. You're back. Okay, so he's back. This is a genuine problem. And the most I probably did to him last time was wake him up a little. Better cowboy up. Again. Okay, dude. You need to chill out a little bit. Okay, if you stay close enough, it doesn't seem like he can hit you, so... Okay, unless you mess up like I just did there, apparently. Oh, what the hell? New attack. Okay, dude. Ah, dude, I can't tell where these things are coming from. God damn it. God damn it, dude. Ah, fuck me. Is there a control thing I can look at, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, thank you, God. Alternate attack. S? That's regular attack, ain't it? Bruh, I'm fucking things up. How do you... Bro, I'm not trying to change the fucking thing. God damn. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't know, dude. This is annoying. Oh, the game crashed. Are you fucking me? It better have a continue. Oh, thank God. But I probably have to fight that dude all over again at the... Dude. So if you hit the controls, it's weird because every time I hit the S key to see what something is... Give me a second. It's actually pissing me the fuck off. See, it changes it every time I hit the S key to figure out... How do you see what the fucking key is, dude? Like, how do you see what the fucking key is to use the damn thing without changing it? Ah, fucking annoying, dude. I don't understand. Yet another thing that could be freaking solved with a damn tutorial. I'm just so frustrated because I have to keep redoing things in this goddamn playthrough. I'm not talking to him again, unless I have to. We've already seen what he had to say. Of course, I have to fight this damn thing again. Oh my god, dude. I'm so pissed, actually. Your mother's a whore. I'm not gonna edit this out. Fuck it. I just want to show how frustrated I am. God damn. I'm speedrun this because I'm freaking pissed. Like, actually. It's not even fully the game's fault. I don't guess. Does it even matter if I get these case notes for the damn chapter 1? I don't know. I don't know. Some of it was because my power went out and I had to restart. Some other things that happened while I was playing the game, and then that just happened, which freaking sucks. And the fact there's no controls. No easy way to figure out what the controls are. That's pissing me off. So I don't know how to use this stupid potion I'm picking up here at all. Because every time you go to the controls, when you click on one with the S key to figure out what it is, it changes it to the S key, supposedly. I don't know, dude. It doesn't tell you what it is, easily. I'm just so frustrated. Alright, round 2, demon bitch. Oh wait, that's the wrong door. Sure. Give me the key. Did I read this last time? Yes, okay, sure. Cowboy up. I just can't tell where that's coming from half the time. I don't know where to stand when he's doing that attack. Like, it shows an up... I don't know how you dodge some of these things. This is going to be a really frustrating game when it does fully release. Because it's just so fucking hard. Like, it is actually really fucking hard, dude. I almost dodged it, I guess, and then I either slid or it pushed me. Either way, we won. Space race. A nauseating gurgle comes out from somewhere inside its skull. It has a skull. I wasn't sure last time, but I felt it this time. Must have rattled something in there too, but because he's taking his time getting up. But it does eventually get up. Looks like he's going to be a little more cooperative now. Never make a demon sigil in a hurry, unless you want to summon something you didn't mean to, or you want your arm lopped off by a closing portal, like the other guy did. My personal practice is wallop any troublemakers, enough to make them sit still long enough to let me do my work. And unless I miss my guess, that dazed look in his eye tells me he could use it. Who could blame him? No, no, damn it all, no! Well, I suppose I missed my guess then. Not the end of the world. He couldn't have gone far. This isn't anything special. That soft head of his is just taking a bigger beating than I expected it to. But yes, I had really better track him down now. I don't think he intends to leave without a fight. I gotta fight him again? I need help, dude. How do I use this goddamn potion? I don't know. I have a potion. I don't know what it does. I need to heal. I need a checkpoint. I need a lot of things. Where are we going, dude? What are you doing here, lady? They can't see me right now. I better make myself visible again before attempting to speak to someone else. Why can't they see me? Because I'm low health? Sure. I'd love to heal, but I haven't seen a checkpoint in like years, actually. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Please, someone drop health or give me a checkpoint, please. God, this is the longest distance without a checkpoint. Are you fucking me? I'm dead. Okay, Spooky. I know he's weird. Squishy Skull is no fun to punch. But this time you really need to. Hey, he's leaving. Oh, this is bad. Now I've really got to corner this goddamn thing. Oh, but he left a key. That's convenient. Crossing my fingers, that crescent moon face is behind the door that's unlocked. Did I get a freaking... Thank God, dude. Checkpoint health increased. Yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be a very difficult game when it comes out. I don't know if I said that after I died in frustration, or that might be edited out, but I just want...
Detective.
Valerie Bordeaux calls out to me as I enter the room. Yes, Miss Bordeaux.
Well, how goes your investigation on this wing of the house?
That's not what she meant to ask me. Fine, I think I've almost got everything I need.
Will you be needing to search the recreational wing of the house?
Of course.
Would you be so kind as to return tomorrow? That would give me some time to speak to the lady of the house and confirm that she's feeling well enough to have, well, company.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Manheim impressed on me. Perhaps more than he probably meant to. The urgency of this investigation. I'll be needing everyone's cooperation in order to get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Detective Spooky.
Her voice takes on a new pleading tone. Her guarded nature quickly gives way to what one could uncharitably refer to as Bane.
Please, I understand that you're a professional. You've got everyone's best interest at heart. I understand that. I appreciate that. But as a personal favor, could you please come back tomorrow?
No. Odd enough to not get my goat to be asked for a personal favor in the midst of a matter of life and death. Regretfully, I'll have to refuse. My sincerest apologies, Miss Bordeaux.
Why?
What?
Why can't you come back tomorrow?
You're right. I should come back tomorrow. Another body might be just the evidence I need to wrap this case up for good.
Well, there's no need to be rude.
And there's no reason for you to play stupid. I've had a hell of a welcome since I got here to do my job, Miss Bordeaux, and it's not my idea of a pleasant summer's day to investigate a house that doesn't want me here. You'll have to forgive me for being summoned to a house for the sole reason of investigating a potential murder spree, only to be told to not be too thorough about it offends my professional sensibilities.
Detective, I merely asked for a day's absence.
Something tells me you're not the one fronting the bill for me to be here, so I'm going to go ahead and take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, she's annoying. I've had too many easy cases lately. I'm going soft. I don't think this nut's going to be cracked unless I start applying a little force. He's staring, shaking a little.
Fine, She
shuts up again. She's not overly practiced in sudden confrontation. She doesn't say a word. She turns away from me to leave, walking straight into the wall. This house is so deeply corrupted. I wouldn't be surprised if she was already far gone enough to start scaling walls. Yep, there it is. Casually upwards. Probably still believing that she's walking down the greenhouse she used to. And she's gone. Huh. Or... Alright, Crescent Moon face again. Handsome maid. Well, would you look at that? An actual demon summoning. An Abyssian summoning sigil. 4 candles, 1 unlit. Extremely specific locations. A blood letter. Presumably the maid hung up in the ceiling corner. She's probably still having blood siphoned out of her. Which would explain how this little fella keeps growing more powerful. Thankfully, he's sitting on top of his recall point. There's no teleporting away from me this time. Duke's up, Crescent Face. Last call for blood. Time for you to go home. Oh god, he's doing that attack again. I don't know how to beat that attack, dude. It's so fucking... I'm gonna die. I can deal with this attack at least. I just can't hit him, darn. Dude, it keeps pushing me into it. I hate this. I'm gonna die this fucker. Yeah. Oh, is he glitched? Hey! Awesome. Easy win. Well, there's a bunch of... So, if you go into the controls too many times, it crashes. If you die to Crescent Moon Face, he can glitch, and then you can come back and just beat his ass, which is whatever, I guess. Tutorial would be super nice. Well, that was easy. Sure. I think he's gonna stay still this time. Oh, hell no, he's pissed. I don't get it. That's a teleportation. There shouldn't be anything painful about it. And yet, every time I send a demon home, they rise and scream if they're capable. And act like they're in great pain. The only explanation I can think of is that they're faking it. That's it. I sometimes get a little numb teleporting somewhere, but never hurt. The Crescent Moon Face is doing it like all the others. And whatever kind of pain he's in, he's sure in a lot of it. Hi, maid. What's up? How are you hanging in there, Constance?
Fine, now that I've had a moment to catch my breath.
You're still out of a lot of blood. I had to give up on getting any work done today.
Perhaps I shall. Normally I would put up a fight, I'm just sure of it. For whatever reason, though, I'm finding myself ill-equipped to disagree.
For whatever reason, she says.
Thank you ever so much for saving me, Detective, again.
You can stop thanking me. I'm just glad you're okay.
I find myself overcome with gratitude, though. You could ask that I should simply ignore these intense feelings and pray they leave on their own.
I'm asking you to understand that I'm only doing my job, Constance. And that at the end of the day, I'm getting paid for this.
Regardless, you saved my life. Thank you.
This woman is being exceedingly kind. Regardless, she's a handful. Clearly has a lot to say. And I'm sure she's a different lady when you haven't just saved her life. A grateful voice is nice to hear, though.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to repay you.
There is. Will you let me know the moment you're filling up to answering some questions?
I'm ready right now.
Constance, Don't argue.
Don't argue, Detective. I'd prefer to start immediately.
You know what? I'll take it. What do you remember about the attack? Constance, I understand that you must be feeling...
None of that, Detective. None of that. You saved my life. The least I could do is answer your questions.
You're too kind. What do you recall of the past couple hours?
I've been trying to answer that the same question since I came to. I'm afraid that the answer won't be very gratifying or helpful.
Regardless.
I was cleaning here in the greenhouse.
This room.
A different room. Believe I was wiping down the orchard planters, if it's at all relevance.
It isn't, but the last thing I want is Constance to do right now is skimp on the details.
My mind was a serenely blank canvas. I was as focused on my job as I am on my best days. Just my luck that something would go as dreadfully wrong. I remember that I was frozen with terror before I understood what was happening to me. A pair of hands gripped me by my shoulders from behind. The two hands were so different, though, as if belonging to separate but equally terrifying men.
Go on.
My right shoulder, a firm, unfeeling cold grasp that locks around my bones the same way as a manacle might. On my left shoulder, a human grip, but cold and clammy and thin. The faintest heartbeat, sickly but strong. They moved with synchronicity, I suppose you could call it, and then it then felt as though if I were dragged into slumber. I had horrid dreams, none that I can remember too well.
The dreams are never, ever helpful. If you can attempt to forget whatever dreams you had during that time, you'd probably be better off.
I concur.
And after that?
And, well, you were there for the rest of it, Detective Spooky.
Got it, thanks. Have you noticed anything else strange? You noticed anything different about the house at any point recently?
Other than the changes to this room?
Yeah, besides the... don't name it. Yeah, besides that.
I suppose not. If I notice anything, Detective, I'll be sure to contact you as soon as possible.
Would you?
Of course.
Perfect. You won't notice, not unless I point it out. What are your opinions on Winterfeld? Constance, to me, it seems as though you've got a decent bird's eye view of the manor as a maid.
And a hard-working one at that, Detective.
Agreed. With ghosts come filth. If she were able to clean up the filth around here faster than the ghosts could produce it, she would be the first. What are your impressions on Winterfeld Manor, its inhabitants, its general dynamic?
Disagreeable.
Disagreeable. You're the first to tell me that.
Of course I am, Detective. I'm the only one who's seeing things as they are.
Is this pertaining to the residents or to the staff?
Both. Staff sorely lacks a sense of unity. I've tried my best to rally the troops, as one might say. But my other maid, Miss Foster, on whom I must depend on until I convince Mr. Abernathy to hire on additional help, sees herself above strict regiment and hard discipline. It's a disgrace. Salazar Pereira is a hard worker, yes, but has the bedside manner and etiquette of a fishmonger with a cold. Edward Manheim, he could be a great butler if he weren't so solitary. He tends to July with openness and hospitality, where the rest of us residents and staff alike have trouble finding him most of the time.
Tell me about the residents.
Well, simply put, it's time to get down to the brass tacks regarding Miss Valerie Bordeaux.
Wait. What brass tacks?
Well, I shouldn't guess it, but Mr. Abernathy believes Miss Valerie Bordeaux to be a bad influence on Miss Abernathy. However, the lady of the house prefers having her around. I find that the two may be avoiding an argument about it, but an argument may be the best thing to have, instead of this terrible sense of unfinished business that seems to surround the young Miss Bordeaux.
Do you have anything particularly against Miss Bordeaux?
She's no social butterfly, but I've not the slightest reason to dislike her. I only wish the best for the house. It's Mr. Abernathy that seems to have negative impressions of Miss Bordeaux.
Fascinating. Vamoose. Constance, thank you.
Think nothing of it, Detective, and come find me if there's anything else I can answer for you.
I will.
Alright, now what to do? Do I backtrack? Or... I didn't get a power there, did I? I didn't get really anything, did I? I don't know if I want to backtrack yet.
Let's read the case notes. A maid I've heard about from Friday. She seems hard to be around, but that is so far only one woman's opinion. Alright. Is there anything else down here? Oh, spikes. Nope, that's good. Well, that's the demon's room. This is the demon's room as well, I guess. Oh, stop it. Is there anything else down here that I'm missing? Oh, dude. Do. Okay, so I have to backtrack? Is that what the game's telling me? Sure, okay. Backtrack time! Got anything new for me? Salazar. He doesn't answer me this time, he just stares. Quick question. Would you happen to know whose crutches those are in the other room? Oh, I'm sorry, no. No idea. None. I've got a suspicion that they might have been Miss Abernathy's. Valerie implied that she may have been sick. I'm not sure why Miss Bordeaux would say such a thing, Detective. Miss Abernathy is in perfect health. No kidding. Valerie won't allow me passage to the southwest wing to speak to her. Perhaps the lady of the house simply doesn't want to speak to the help at the moment. Detective, Miss Bordeaux is making excuses for her. Could hardly imagine why not, with what they're paying for my time. As with me, Detective, if you don't mind. Don't let me stop you. Salazar seems to corroborate that idea that June Abernathy isn't sick. As of writing, I really wonder what Valerie will have to say to that. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Go confront Valerie about the bullshit. Sure. If I can get back there in one piece, that'd be great. Oh god, why is this happening to me? Ah, dude, you... Oh. Checkpoint. Sick. There's just so many enemies camping everywhere, bro. It's freaking frustrating. There's not much I can do to them. Like, there's not much play around to that I know of anyways. Maybe I'm missing something. There could be like it does say there's an alternate attack, but I have no way to figuring out what it is. I can change clothes. That's cool, I guess. The music stopped. Can I go in here? Oh wait, this is where what's his face is. Hey dude. I agree, Manheim, and as I continue looking around. Oh, I've already done this. Okay, see you, man. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Was there anything down? No. Go back to the start, I guess. Backtracking. This is the worst thing in a video game. No. I'm sure I'm gonna have to explore each wing of the house. I wonder if they're gonna split each wing into a different chapter. That would kind of be frustrating. I don't know if this, like, it says first chapter, but I don't know if this is a prologue or if there's gonna be like a bunch of different chapters, kind of like Blendy or Bendy or whatever, Bendy and Link Machine. Because I think I played like 4 chapters of that and just quit playing because it was getting annoying keeping up with the chapters. For no reason. Besides to be a dick. Oh my god, this dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh yeah. Anything new? Hey Pooch. Ah, how you doing, buddy?
Detective?
Bitterness lines her voice, like she's had time to rehearse her lines and remind herself she has the right to be pissed off. I need to get her out of the way, and I don't think I've got a good enough handle on things to make her budge. This is going to require a long talking to. Should I give it a try anyway? Yes. Let's have it out then. You seem on edge.
My friend is terribly ill. Detective, I'm sure you could understand my discomfort.
Undoubtedly. Would you mind if I were to swing a few questions your way? You know, since I've got you here.
Ask away, Detective. I'll answer whatever I'm at liberty to discuss. I know we've both got nothing but time.
Dandy. So one more time for the record, June Abernathy's under the weather.
Without question.
What's the doctor's diagnosis?
None yet. We live in a pretty remote area, Mr. Spooky. It's going to take some time for a doctor to fit us in for a house call. That, and it hasn't been that much time since she's come down with her sickness. A little extra time to rest and receive a diagnosis would be...
Just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, thanks. You know power play when you see one, Victor. Don't engage her on this point, no matter how infuriating it is. Miss Bordeaux, let's discuss this sickness. What are her symptoms?
I'm not at liberty to discuss them.
Dry throat, runny nose, fever, headache, cough.
I'm not at liberty to discuss her symptoms, Detective.
Damn, she knows what a trap looks like. The less she says, the better for her. I don't love that she recognizes that. She's being evasive. Let's get to the point. Let's pin her on something she can't wiggle her way out of. Salazar says. Bad influence. Conclusion. Neither July nor Salazar seem to much appreciate Valerie, but I need evidence. Then just that people don't seem to like her. Junior Detective tip of the day. Junior Detective brand menthol cigarettes are her best way to start every day. Oh well, fuck, dude. So I gotta find something? Buddy? Ah, my gosh. Something doesn't add up. Got to get my story straight and come back. Ugh, what am I supposed to do? So I've talked to the maid, talked to Salazar. Who have I not talked to? There's something I'm missing over here. Got secret rumors. I'm gonna die to these stupid fucking flowers. Can you believe it? What, is there a room up there or something? Let me check. Maybe I missed a room somewhere. That's probably the checkpoint room, actually. It is. God dang. What am I supposed to do? I have the crutches. I had a potion at one point that I lost because dumb. What's up here? Ah, yes.
Oh, hello there.
A maid greets me in the darkness. Hey there, could we hit the lights in here?
This is about as bright as it gets in here. The plants need their key lamps. With all the wiring in here, turn one light off and another one goes off.
Gotcha. Name's Detective Victor Spooky. Mind if I ask you a few questions, miss?
Friday Foster. Pleasure. What can I help you with?
Her voice is sweet and energetic. She's a little more open and forward than most maids. Her helpful and well-practiced tone reminds me of Susie back home. Nice to meet you, Friday. So you're a maid here. I ask her, not immediately noticing my redundancy. She responds,
Nah, I just wear this outfit for fun while I clean. Thankfully, the owners pay me for it.
How long have you been a maid here, Miss Foster?
Her eyes drift sideways for a moment and come back, recalling...
Oh, her eyes drift sideways for a moment and come back, recalling time that she forgot to mark.
It must be around 2 or 3 years now, and Friday is fine.
You must be at least mildly familiar with the house and its residents by now, right? Her eyes drift sideways for another moment. She then nods. Great. Then I just have a few more questions for you. Bring up the owners. Would you mind telling me more about the owners?
June and July, certainly. What do you need to know?
What are they like generally? Got so many questions. As far as you're aware, at least. It's a telling gesture she makes, looking upwards and reaching for a thought. I can only imagine that the owners don't cross her mind very often. At least, not as individuals she knows. But rather, it's simply her absentee employers. I don't know.
I don't know. They're nice, I guess. Nothing wrong with them. They pay me on time.
Unobtrusiveness. Perhaps the most suspect behavior of them all. The calm status quo in this house, that everyone's fine, which is the same status quo that's resulted in the disappearance of 2 people, maybe more. Tell me about their health. I spoke to what's-her-name, Valerie Bordeaux, earlier. She offhandedly mentioned something about June Abernathy's health. Are you aware of any illness she may have contracted? She's careful about her words. She seems to rely on vocal affirmation before saying anything concrete.
No, I have not heard anything, Detective. Sorry, I wouldn't know if June's sick at all. Though I hope she's not.
I nod slowly, silently mull over the idea that perhaps June is sick, but secretive about it. Alright, good to know. Any personal opinions? You have any strong opinions regarding the Abernathys? Just, personal thoughts.
Not really. I don't seem to see them all that much. Also, I don't do much in work areas where July is. I know June better, though.
What's your opinion on June, then?
She's fine. I always get the feeling that she's ruder to other people than she is to me.
Great, thank you. Actually, let's talk about something else. Bring up Valerie Bordeaux. Would you mind telling me about Valerie Bordeaux, I believe it was?
Her brow drops
a little bit. Not enough to imply a disagreeableness towards Valerie, but enough to imply a shaky situation.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What's the relationship between Valerie and the owners? So, Valerie, is she a relative or... Friday averts her gaze for a moment, as if she's as unsure as I am.
No, she's not a relative, I don't think. I think she might just be a friend of June's.
What's her relationship to July Abernathy?
I've never seen them in the same room together. I'm not positive they have a relationship. In fact, I don't know for certain if she's aware she lives here. I mean, they try to have breakfast and dinner together, June and July, but July's a really busy guy. I'm not sure he would have noticed.
This catches my attention. So she does live here, then?
Oh yeah, definitely. She's always in the house. Often she's with June. Sometimes she's not. She sleeps in one of the guest rooms.
Confirmation. This makes things interesting. Valerie's easily here enough to be just as much a suspect as anyone else, ghosts included. Perfect. Thanks for the info, Friday. She seems a little jumpy, huh? Valerie, she seems maybe a little... Friday's eyes perk up a little bit to catch the falling end of my sentence.
Yeah, she's kind of on edge, neurotic, I guess.
So this is... I hesitate to say the word. Normal for her, then.
She's jumpier than normal, I've noticed it. So has everyone else, including June, I think.
Great, good to know, thank you. Any personal opinions? What are your personal thoughts towards Valerie?
Oh, I don't have any. I wish she would act like she lives here more and ask for stuff directly. She has June tell me stuff on her behalf a lot.
This gives me a pause for thought. I wonder, if she's a living guest, why Valerie wouldn't step up to the plate and act like a resident here?
Well, she doesn't like to talk about her living situation to me or anyone. I don't think maybe she came from somewhere bad before, or maybe she's afraid of overstaying her welcome, who knows?
Wait, I want to talk about something else first. Bring up the rest of the staff. I'd like to talk to you about one of the other members of the staff.
There's myself, Manheim, Salazar, and Constance. Who are you asking about specifically?
Tell me about Manheim. I've spoken to Manheim. He's an interesting guy. Do you know him?
Oh yeah, I can tell you about Manheim. What do you want to know?
Ooh. What's Manheim like generally? Manheim, pretty bog standard Butler, all things considered, right? I ask, expecting she will confirm or correct me.
I suppose. He's always been really kind to me. He probably comes off as cold to a lot of people though. But I mean, that's his job. I don't blame him.
Cold is actually the last word I'd use to describe my experience with Manheim so far. He's rigid, but I can't help but feel as though he's far too close to the problem on our hands. It's worth noting how highly Friday thinks of him. Great, thanks. Seems like he's hiding something. Would you describe Manheim as a secretive kind of guy? Do you think he's up to something? This one takes her a second. She's really mulling it over.
Not that I know of. I kind of see why you would think so. But I couldn't imagine he's hiding anything.
Good, thanks for your input. Personal opinions on Manheim. You hold any strong opinions of Manheim?
Well, I guess I'd be really sad if he ever left, but I mean, everyone seems to like him, so that's nothing surprising.
Is that so? Okay, thanks. Tell me about Salazar. Had a run-in with Salazar earlier. What can you tell me about him? Her expression, darkens notably.
Can we...
Everything okay, Friday? He speaks up after a pronounced moment of silence.
Can we not talk about Salazar? We've never really gotten along, but I have a thing about talking bad behind people's backs. It always returns in a bad way.
If you're sure.
Yeah, I don't think that he likes me much if it means anything.
That's helpful, thank you. It is helpful. I'm not screwing with her. She may have said something useful in talking about their experiences, but it's good to know I'm not the only fellow that treats us that way. Anyone else I can talk about, perchance, detective? Tell me about Constance. I haven't met Constance yet. Another housekeeper? Her eyebrows raised, but her expression doesn't seem to brighten at all. She's either been waiting for or dreading talking about whatever she's about to talk about.
Yes.
Let's talk about her briefly. Tell me about Constance. Am I correct in assuming she's another housekeeper? Friday excels with the slightest tinge of frustration. The Constance lady's already shaping up to be some kind of character.
Yeah, she's another maid. We have rotating duties.
I don't respond to that verbally. It's unhelpful, and I like to move on to the next question. You don't seem thrilled to talk about her. You don't sound like you're excited to talk about her, Friday. Should I be worried?
Well...
You're choosing her words especially carefully now.
Constance is a little hard to work with sometimes. I would not be surprised to learn that she doesn't end up cooperating with you.
Friday says this much quieter than she was before, as if she were speaking some grave insult that this Constance lady would be shocked to hear. Friday's right, then Friday wouldn't be the first Constance would hear criticism from. I'll keep that in mind then, thanks. Opinions on Constance. What do you think of Constance personally? She starts and stops like an old motor. Tough question.
I don't think she would be surprised if she heard me say I am not overly fond of her. I hate to talk behind people's backs, but this isn't exactly a secret.
Understood. I appreciate your candor. Is there anything else? I think that's it. Good Adel. That'll be all for now, Friday. Thank you so much.
She perks up and gives me a wink before silently returning to her cleaning.
I don't know why I changed her voice. What I think her voice would be, I don't know. Alright, let's read these case notes now. Were they all... what? Oh, Friday's interrogation, sure. Friday doesn't seem to know anything about June being sick. Is there any reason she would need to know? Interesting. I'm going to keep her saying that in mind. Valley Bordeaux is jumpy, but Friday seems to claim that she's even a little jumpier than usual. She's close to snapping. And I just got here. What's she holding in? And why would I benefit from getting it out of her? Friday is extremely uncomfortable with talking about Salazar. If I want her to be as much of an open book as she was in the future, I can't push her on it. Besides, that's valuable information on its own. Even if he seems weirdly harmless, I'm keeping one eye on him at all times. Friday heavily implied that Constance is perhaps less friendly and open than she is. At least, I know to approach her carefully. Why is this question mark? Okay, we didn't get all the interrogation out of her. Ugh, okay, sure. I probably need to go back down there and talk to Salazar, which sucks, because... it seemed like it wanted me to go in a linear direction, but this is not a linear game. I barely found this room, to be honest. My bad. Yeah, I gotta go talk to Salazar or somebody. Alright. Oh hey, Salazar. I say as I approach him, as if... I've already done this. Anything new? Why did the dialogues go back? So what I learned is that it doesn't matter what time you talk to the cast at, they're going to say the same things, regardless. Like, say if I talk to Constance, I skip Friday somehow, right? But Constance assumes I've already spoken to Friday, and I think Salazar does as well. And when you go talk to Friday after you've talked to both of them, the detective acts like he hasn't talked to Constance yet, which I already did. So, it's just weird. It doesn't keep up with who you're talking to. That's it. I thought I tried that the first time. Did I not try that the first time, bro? I could've swore I did. Alright, let's talk. I've been hearing rumors from the staff.
Do you hold frivolous rumors from the cleaning crew as high priority, detective?
Oh, she should not have said that. That was a slip-up I can use.
I do in
fact, Miss Bordeaux. Information is my business, and the staff here are just as much people as you or I. Or do you disagree?
No, I agree. Of course, I was only saying that I'm close with June. I would hope that you take me at my word when I...
Regardless of your opinion of the working class, Miss Bordeaux, it has come to my attention that there are some who believe June Abernathy to be in perfect health.
Mr. Spooky, I was only implying that...
Direct reports from both one Friday Foster and one Salazar Prior that June's seemingly fit as a fiddle. Or should I disregard what they have to say?
Yes, you should. No, not because they're staff. That's not what I meant.
I keep my trap shut. Never interrupt your opponent when he or she is making a mistake.
No, Detective Spooky, listen to me.
I continue to catch your gaze.
I have nothing against the staff.
Is that what you believe I was implying, Miss Bordeaux?
June and I are close friends, and she's the only reason I'm not on the street. I sympathize with the staff, I greatly do. Greatly I do.
Sympathy, huh, Miss Bordeaux? We're working pretty normal jobs. They're just people. I don't know why you have so much trouble getting that. Easy, Spooky. You're overplaying your hand because she's got your goat. Eyes on the prize, stupid.
Detective, you're being remarkably unkind. I think it's pretty unfair that you let rumors spread by our busy employees outweigh the word of her friend.
I've got 2 to 1 that says she's the picture of health.
I understand that, Detective, but while the staff was busy doing their jobs, I was tending to her. It's absurd that I should even be fielding these obvious falsehoods.
Then let me through so that I can see her. Or at least let me through so I can keep investigating.
I will not, Detective. So there.
I understand. Alright, Miss Bordeaux. My serious apologies for being so rude. As you may understand, this is a matter of life and death. But I understand that you've got to stand up for a friend, especially when they're as sick as June Abernathy must be. And I know a good friend when I see one.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry I've upset you, Miss Bordeaux. Truthfully. Truly.
Oh, it's quite alright, Detective Spooky. I understand you're only doing your job.
Thank you, Miss Bordeaux. I'm very grateful you continue to be cooperative despite my manners.
It's no problem, Detective, and Valerie's fine.
Okay, fine. She wants to corner herself in a hole and insist upon a lie. Far be it from me to stop her. June is probably totally fine. But if assuming she's sick is how we're going to play this, I can use it. If I play my cards right, then Valerie's just handed me the rope I'm going to hang her from. Figuratively speaking, of course. On to my next question, Miss Valerie. Fine, Valerie, we'll play it your way. June is sick. I've been through like every one, dude. I don't know what else I could do. Bro, I ain't got no other fucking note. Something does add up. Got to get my story straight.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, this is hell on earth. I don't understand. What am I missing? I've talked to everyone. Literally, I've talked to everyone. You got something for me? Hey, Pooch. Oh, how you doing, buddy? This sucks. Oh, hell, I closed the game. I'm an idiot. Oh, dude. I fucking hate this game. What the fuck just happened? Yeah, I really... No fucking way, dude. Oh, hell no. Yeah, I'm not recommending this game. There's no way. Alright. So, basically, if you close the game, you lose all your freaking notes. Let me look at my book. Maybe if I look at all this, I'll be able to press her on it again. We'll look at all the notes. Hopefully I can ask her a question. If not, I'm not recommending this game. I've had so many issues with this game since starting playing it. It's freaking ridiculous. What I wanted to do is get that first hint again since I closed the game on accident. And then hopefully talk to Friday and get more information if you're trying to figure out what to do. That's why I figured might work, but I'm not going to replace this whole fucking... I'm not going to go back down to fucking Constance. Back to Friday, back to Salazar. I'm not doing it. I refuse, actually. And we'll see if this will fix anything when I go through all these options. And I'll talk to her again, but if it doesn't, I don't... Sorry, I can't give any less of a shit. There's gotta be some way to get more information out Friday because I talked to Friday, used every dialogue option, and I'm still missing one. I used every dialogue option that was available to me at the time, so... Alright, let's see if I got my notes back. I better have, boy. I mean, it doesn't really fucking... Oh, dude, no. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this. That really pisses me off. I don't know. If I upload it, bye. Thanks for watching. I hate that I couldn't beat it, but damn, that's